Yo, yo, yo. Salute, salute, salute. Welcome back. Um, I definitely didn't plan on making a video about the Major League Baseball season for a little while. But we definitely are still staying on top of things. And first, before we get into the video, I want to say thank you for everybody joining, showing us love, for everybody that's been reposting, sharing our recent videos. We've been putting together a lot of unique content, and a lot of new ideas and innovation and creativity that we're putting into these videos that we're showing you guys, and we're producing and directing and all that. So I want to say thank you guys. You know who you are. For the people, it's much appreciated. Um, so yeah, I definitely want to take the a few seconds out to say salute to you individuals. You know who you are, men and women. All across the globe. So thank you very much. It's really really important to help us get the word out, right? But again, I just want to reiterate. So I didn't really plan on making any content for the MLB baseball season because as we usually do at the beginning of every season, we usually wait, about a week or so to get a handful of games in the win and loss category for all the teams before we start, recommending and putting out content and picks, right? We usually do this at the beginning of every season. We don't immediately jump in, with our blinders on and stuff like that. We definitely just pay attention for the first week or so, and then and then we jump on in and confidently decode these games, attack these games, and so on and so forth. So the first week is usually a bunch of work behind the scenes, a lot of observations, a lot of studying, right? Also reviewing some of the things that we did last year, and seeing if we could bring some new strategies to the board that can help us, just gain a little bit more of an edge than we had last year. Last year was another great, productive, profitable, big money MLB season, and I take a lot of pride in that. Also, so leading into this season, it started 2 days ago. But as I said, we usually take a couple days off. But jumping into today, I saw something that I really, really liked, right? And at the same time, I do, at the same time that I do have a Patreon, I also do have, the option to necessarily not recommend every single one of the picks that I may be personally betting, right? As I said, at the beginning of the season, we usually take about a week to get some games in the win-loss column before we jump in. But at the same time, I'm always still, researching, doing the work, and looking at ways to attack these games myself, right? Because it does give me some experience early on in the season. And today, for example, there was one game that I really really liked. I highlighted it. Definitely did not recommend this pick on any platform. I did not give out a pick on Patreon. This is 100% just what I wanted to do myself. Again, as just a little experiment with certain strategies, and you know, thankfully 100%. My first bet of the 2022 MLB season. It's having me feeling really excited about the rest of the season. Really positive. We're starting off this season exactly how we ended last season, and that is, with another nice big win. Like I said, there was one game on the board today, that I really, really loved, for a bunch of reasons I'm going to get into, right? But what I don't want to see is people telling me, oh, hey, Victor, I didn't see this pick on Patreon. Again, I'm going to reiterate. This was not put out on Patreon. This is 100% my pick for today. As I said, I reserve the right to still bet bet games without having necessarily to give them out. You know what I'm saying? And especially early on in the season when I'm still observing things, and we always like to get about a week under our belt before we jump on in and start attacking these games, right? So today I decoded all the MLB games on the slate. I liked one game. I put in 2 tickets today. One ticket we're going to get into, which was an aggressive money line play, and then the other one was, you know, a smaller parlay play, which included the same individual game, and I threw in another game as well. But basically, both tickets surrounded about one game, which you guessing, which I'm assuming you guys can guess by the video which game exactly I'm talking about, right? But again, I don't want to see those comments on the video about I didn't get this pick or blah blah blah. Nobody got this pick besides me. All right, this was 100% my pick. But again, I'm bringing it to you just because of the numerical ritual that happened. And again, you know, I'm excited to start off this season in a positive way, in a profitable way, and that's really, really the most important thing, right? So, the frustrating thing about is using StreamYard, right? I'm still not familiar with how to show my screen, and you know, let me see. Hold on, let's see. I do want to give me 1 second. I do want to see if I can share the screen. I'm still learning how to use StreamYard. Usually I use OBS, so it's really, really not so difficult to show you guys exactly what I mean, because it's really important to show a visual, so new people who come across the work, they're able to see the images, and it's not too difficult to to understand and comprehend. So yeah, let me see if I could share with you guys these screens. Hold on 1 second. Share, share screen. Let me see. Share screen. Okay, so hold on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So okay, guys. So yeah. Thankfully, I was able to figure this out real quick, right? And so if you guys can see, this is called a gematria calculator, right? And basically, what it does is it gives a numerical value to the English letters and alphabet when making words, right? And this is what we use to decode, these scripted games. So I just want to share one more screen. Hold on. We'll share one more screen. Camera, nope. Okay. All right, cool, no problem. So it looks like we can we'll just be sharing this one, no problem. If we go to Gematrinator right here, I just want to show you guys. So what I'm talking about today, and the game that I decided to attack was the Chicago White Sox today to defeat the Detroit Tigers, right? And obviously 100% thankful that it was very, very successful. And hold on. They're not letting me share this. Hold on. Let me see if I can remove it, and I'll share the screen again. No, I want to share window. Hold on. Share screen. Okay. Window. Home tab. Okay. So can we show both of them or no? Share that one and that one. Okay. So we'll do it one at a time, right? So look, boom. So the first thing I want you guys to see is obviously the Chicago White Sox. They defeated the Detroit Tigers 5-2, right? Which is the most important thing. We had the Chicago White Sox to defeat the Detroit Tigers. They held it down to make them 1-1 on the season, just like the Detroit Tigers 1-1, right? So now let me get back to the other shared screen that I want to do, which is the Gematrinator, right? So I'll explain to you guys why I like this game today, right? And then I'll show you guys also, just to further verify, some of the tickets that we did today too. Sorry guys, I should have had all this available, but all right, boom. So as you guys can see, the Chicago White Sox defeated the Detroit Tigers, which is the most important thing. this is gematria calculator, what we use to decipher and show you guys how these games are 100% scripted. I appreciate everybody for bearing with me as I'm, just figuring out how to use StreamYard and become more and more accurate, just to show you guys exactly what I mean, right? But the most important thing today is, and I thought that I would highlight it because it's the number 23, right? So Dylan Cease, who's a pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, he picked up his 23rd win of the season, right? And as you guys can see, I showed you guys already, he picked up the win in the win category as scored by MLB.com. And it was his 23rd win of his career, right? And as you guys know, we constantly are speaking about prime numbers and their relationships. But you could just break it down a little bit further. The Detroit Tigers have a connection to the number 83. So 83 is the 23rd prime number. And Dylan Cease, the pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, he picked up his 23rd win of the season versus a team that has a connection to the number 23, 83 being the 23rd prime, right? And if you want to break that number down even further, okay, 23 is the 9th prime number, right? And today being the 9th day of the month, and we also are well aware of how important the number 9 is to the MLB, right? Because MLB equals 9 in the purest cipher right here. It also in every cipher has numerology of 9. Just like if we want to write the name baseball out, it has the numerology of in every cipher of the number 9, right? And how many innings are in a game? You have 9 innings. How many batters are in a lineup? It's usually 9 batters, right? In some cases they have but like for this one, it's 9 batters. That's including, I believe, the DH as well. So 9 batters, right? So you have 9 batters, 9 innings. MLB has a direct connection to the number 9. Baseball equals 9 in all numerologies when you break them down. So we know how important the number 9 is, right? And today being the 9th day of the month, I thought it was the perfect day for the pitcher for the Chicago White Sox to pick up his 23rd win, just because of the connections between baseball and the number 9, and today being, again, the 9th day of the month. I thought it was very, very symbolic and important, and a high probability that this was going to happen. And again, we're still early in the season. So as I put in this video, we're experimenting with certain strategies and stuff like that before we dive all the way in. And this is one of the reasons why this pick wasn't put out on Patreon, right? But I felt comfortable enough in it based off of my experience, based off of, doing this going on, using gematria going on 3 years. But again, professional sports betting for about 15 years. I know how important the number 9 is to baseball, right? And that's not even with gematria if you just pay attention, like the number 9 innings, as I said, 9 batters, right? A bunch, and even 3 outs in an inning. Obviously, 9 is the square root of 3. So there's always this connection back to the number 9. So that's why I felt comfortable not watching, but backing Dylan Cease, the pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, against the Detroit Tigers today, right? Because of that number 9, the number 23, they have a direct connection. So definitely felt very, very confident about that. And as I said, the Detroit Tigers have a connection to the number 83, which could be broken down to 23, broken down to the number 9 as well. And it's not very, very complex because even 23 and 9, they have a connection. So we are basically speaking about one number when it's broken down, totally. So I don't want to get too confusing, right? This is the beginning of the MLB season, but I felt like this early numerical ritual, especially being on this day of the month, was very, very important because of the connection to baseball and its number, right? MLB, the acronym for Major League Baseball, is equals 9 in the purest cipher, which, as we know, is the most important cipher. And like I said, we've already gone through the connections with the number 9 and the game itself, right? So let me just remove this real quick. Stop the screen, share the screen. I want to show you guys. Okay, so yeah. So for those of you not familiar, we're just gonna go over to my channel and my community section where you can check out. This is usually where I post testimonies, feedbacks from the community, so on and so forth, right? But I posted up about 15 minutes ago. My first Major League Baseball bet of 2022 season is a winner. Good fortune continues, right? And basically, I put out 2 tickets today. As I said, it's still early on in the season, so we're still kind of experimenting with certain strategies, right? As I said, we always give ourselves about a week uh, at the beginning of the season before we jump all in to get some games under in that win-loss record. But this was the first ticket that I played today. It's Chicago White Sox first 5 innings money line, and again, um, there are different ways to attack these Major League Baseball games, and we're going to get into, uh, you know, certain strategies and tactics that we've developed over the years. And I don't want to get too in depth in this video because I want to, just respect the exclusivity of my community and the people that pay for the content. But again, there are definitely multiple ways to get profit, to make money off of these games, to attack them. But as you guys can see, first 5 innings moneyline Chicago White Sox got a great price on it. And again, we're always going to hide the return and everything like that. And for the guys who out there who actually have a brain and are clever enough to understand, there's a reason why these numbers are blocked out, right? And just just to add some humor to it, we got Michael Jordan, as a member of the Chicago White Sox, just sitting there with the chill face on, um, you know, just to add some humor to the post. But again, this in my community section, I'm constantly posting, testimonials, feedback from the community, and my tickets as well. Because I never recommend a play that I don't feel confident betting myself. And again, early on this season, I do reserve the right to attack certain games and bets myself. Okay. For those of you that have been with me for a long time, you understand the strategy that I'm applying right now early on the season and why we wait about a week or so before we jump into these games. But again, because I'm so excited and in the way in which we started out this season. And right now, this game was one of the first games on. I believe there's about, anywhere from, let me see how many games on today. Okay, let me see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so there's 15 games on today in Major League Baseball, right? We decided to attack one game early on, and as I said, and as I've shown you guys in basketball, especially on the weekend, one of the things that are amazing to do is actually take one of the early games, and lock up the profit, lock up the plus ROI plus EV, and we're chilling out for the rest of the day. We don't have to do anything. We already locked in all the games for the day, and there's no pressure, no stress for the remainder of the weekend, right? So salute to the for everybody for stopping by. I want to say if you guys could just click that like button and help us get this video out, get them likes up, share it, come back, leave some positive feedback, on the channel, and comments and stuff like that. Definitely would be appreciated. So thank you very much. But again, I just wanted to get this video to you guys because I felt like the number ritual with the number 9 and 23 was very, very important, especially given today being the 9th day of the month, and nine's direct connection with the game of baseball, not just using gematria, but the game itself, right? And again, it's a great way to start off the 2022 MLB season for myself. So thank you guys for stopping by. Click that like button once the video goes up. Please share the video. And again, I'm welcome to all type of additional perspective. Maybe you guys are looking at different games or insight or whatever the case is. Maybe whatever it is. But proving once again how consistent gematria can be when it's used correctly. And as we love to say on this channel, gematria at its finest. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Thank you guys very much. Have a great weekend. And again, in the next couple of days, just to remind the community itself, I will be traveling. in the next couple of days. So bear with me. There's a lot going on right now in my life. But again, you know, we will be back, right, 100% ready for this MLB season. But I just wanted to remind you guys and let you guys know and be aware. In the next couple of days, I will be traveling and in transit. Right, so take care of yourselves. I will see you guys very, very soon. And cheers and salute to the first, hopefully, of many great MLB videos on this channel. Right, so cheers to success. Congratulations. Pat myself on the back. I'm happy, as you guys can see. And again, hopefully you guys don't really attach that selfish mentality of, why wasn't this game given out on Patreon? I've already explained that. And, yeah, just get over it. So on that note, take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Cheers.